How you doing, YouTube? It's been a while. It's probably been about 12 months since I uploaded last, but it's been a bit hectic. A lot's been going on with life, but that's just the way it is, isn't it? So anyway, we're in February the 16th, 2018, and we're back out in Wales to a similar spot that I've been to before, but I'll explain more when I get out and about. But briefly, just up there is the path to Aran, Fawddwy. So I'm planning to go the opposite way. So there's a big zigzag track up there. I haven't planned anything, and I've got 2 days. I've got enough food and water for 2 days, but I got my filter. So we'll just see how we're going to get on. It's about 5 degrees, and at the top of there, I don't look too good. But down here, it's quite nice, and the car's quite warm. So I don't know if I want to get out. So the packs, all packs, weighing in at a lightweight 43 pounds. I couldn't do lightweight even if I flipping tried. Just bung it all in. So there's 3 litres of water, four cans of beer, a hip flask full of Haig single malt, which is Butte, by the way. Enough food for two days, and all my sleeping and cooking and cleaning kit. So yeah. And because I haven't been out for so long, I'm going to end up killing myself, I think. Because my fitness has flipping gone. Not that I had it in the first place, but me and the missus, we've been still doing day hikes. And we come up here actually, but we couldn't make it to the trig point because it was so windy and cloudy. And I know the last bit is just rocks and boulders, so we knocked it on the head and come back down. So it was all right. It was a day out, so been doing lots of walks. But no overnighters. This is my first overnighter for a while. And I'm talking too much, so I'm going to shut up and put my boots on. And we'll get this beast of a pack on and get walking. I don't know where I'm going yet either. Right, see in a bit. So we parked in the car park that we've been to before, with the gate across it. That's a beast there. And I'm planning again up the zigzag path up there. As you can see, there's some snow on the tops, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think it'd be that deep up there. It's probably just bits and pieces, but that's going to kill me walking up that. I'm just waiting for the GPS to get a signal. Make sure the car's locked. Got a few toys as well, a few new gadgets that I'll show you, but I'll show you as we go around what we got. Right, let's get this party started. What I might do, thinking about it now, is climb up the zigzag path onto the top and then walk round that to Aran, and then come back down either tomorrow or stay up on the tops for another day. That's the plan. I never get bored, and I always get struck away by how small I am in comparison to these mountains. It's just awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but the path to Aran is up the side of there. Then you walk along the ridge, well, just over the ridge, and then up to the summit in the distance. Looks like this is where the start of open land starts. There's quite a lot of water coming down from the hills. It's just underwater. So the map says we've climbed 275 meters but I don't know how accurate that is on the GPS. But we're just coming up to the height of the snow. There's the first bit there. So I don't know if you can see, probably can't, but down there are two little dots, and mine is the one on the left, the car. So let's come round that bend. But looking up there looks amazing, looks fantastic, and blue sky as well. So hopefully not that far to go. So that's saying 363 meters ascent. Ignore the tripometer because I don't think it's correct. So pre-program the when I said I didn't know where I was going, I was kind of not telling the truth. I had a rough idea, put the track in with GPS, but to be fair I wasn't sure how to get up here. But the views, chicken dinner. I think that's Glasgwm, but I could be wrong. I'm going to try and get up there today or tomorrow. Still climbing. Tell you what, I don't want to slip down there today. Just when you think you're at the top, you're actually not. I think we'll head off in that direction today. Taking my time. This last 50 metres, 100 metres is a scramble. It's quite steep. But the views, just watching where I'm stepping, oh, amazing. So hands and knees coming up there. That was quite steep. Where's this jet? And probably in the valley somewhere, but yeah, coming up there, hands and knees jobby. So we come up there. So I lied earlier, that's not Glasgwm, that's Aran, Fawddwy, and then that's Glasgwm, I believe. Glasgwm, 779 metres high. I bet in the summer this would be awesome to be to go wild swimming in. But, not today. Just get up there. glad this fence is here, because after dropping down now, ready to go back up to Aran, this is quite a steep drop. So I'm just going to hold on to the fence, and I'm glad most of the snow's gone, because this is really steep. As weird as it sounds, the snow kind of helps because you can stick your boot in. What I'll probably do is climb a bit up there and then set up there somewhere, and just hope it doesn't snow tonight. I don't want it to snow tonight. It's supposed to be mild this weekend. Yeah. Well, let's get down here without breaking anything. Not too bad. It's quite still here. I mean, still a ways to go. But oh yeah, I've just booted my phone up, because usually I'd travel with it switched off. But I switched it on to see if I can get a signal, just to say everything's all right. It doesn't look. Oh yeah, I got a few bars, so I get a text message out. But that's where we come from, up there. Oh, beautiful scenery today. So quiet here. It's brilliant. You just see the path, the scar in the side of the hill mountain, which is the way up to Aran, which is just up there. But yeah, enjoying it. I haven't stopped for lunch yet, and it's 25 to 3, so I probably won't bother stopping for lunch and just crack on down there and set the acto up. Quite looking forward to getting the acto. It's been a while. Right, let's get this text out and I'll speak to you in a bit. Getting quite tired now. Maybe I should stop and have something to eat and refuel my body. But that's the beast that we've just come down. Just come down there. It's crazy. It's quite boggy down here. So I'll rise up a little bit and then set up somewhere dry if I can. A nice bowling pitch would be nice, but I don't think I'm going to find it. Up here somehow. But yeah, 3 o'clock, all's well. It's 10 to 4. It's getting quite cold, and trying to find somewhere to pitch up is pretty much impossible. Everything's just underwater. So I'm starting thinking about walking back, forgetting the summit of Aran and walking back to the car if there's nowhere to pitch up. Obviously I don't want to, it's going to be pitch black. That's the distance we come from. Come down there, but it's just bogging. Not a happy bunny. Okay, I've found a spot. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. If we keep carrying on, it's just rock. So this is what we got. Stick it here. It's not brilliant, but hey ho. So nice to be out of that icy wind. It's going to be cold tonight, but I got my thermals, I got plenty of warm kit, and I got, you know, I can make hot brews and hot food, so we should be all right. So we'll get a bit more organised and get the door shut and keep the wind out. I'll see you in a bit. While the jet boil's coming up to the boil, I'll have a coffee first, and then I've got some dehydrated curry for my tea, so we'll get that done. But while that's boiling, This is another new gadget I've got, and it's a solar torch. So obviously green means it's charged up. That's quite good. Got two different, and it flashes. But what you do, I'll bring you back once I've done it. So what you do is you blow it up. It's got a valve there. Oh, jet boil's on the go. Don't knock it over. Sorted. Right. Oh, just fill the tent full of steam. So yeah, see, you just blow it up. And it's just an inflatable bag. So then when you switch it on, it becomes a little light. Obviously it's not very effective during the day, but we'll have a go tonight. See, that's light, and it's light as a feather. There's no batteries, and it just charges up with solar power. Tell you what, somebody should come up with some wild camping slippers. So I took my boots off, obviously, because I'm on a sleeping bag and don't want to get wrecked. My feet are freezing. I've got 2 pairs of socks on, so can't wait to get in a sleeping bag later. But I think that's look at this mess of that down there. Oh well, consistency, eh? Let's see my view. I mean, I'm set up right on the path, but flipping, I was run out of options, to be honest. So that's the mountain that we climbed down earlier, and that's the view. I'm wondering if that over there is Glasgwm Valley, but I don't know. It can't be. But anyway, I really hope, really hope it doesn't snow tonight, otherwise I am up the flipping creek without a paddle. I don't think it's forecast, but you know the British weather, anything could happen. Yeah. I just don't want to think about it. But I am saying that. It's not good if it does. But anyway, have my coffee and then boil some more water up for my dehydrated. I think it's chilli, actually. Made it months ago. And just keep them in the freezer. Yummy. Using my amateur radio Yaesu VX6 to pick up radio.
Today we have discussed the speech I will give to the Munich Security Conference tomorrow, in which I will reiterate that the UK remains unconditionally committed to European security.
I've just sorry. I'll just see if I could raise anybody. But there's nobody about. Probably still at work because it's just gone 5 o'clock, so I'm listening to the 5 o'clock news. This coffee's nasty. You know these 2-in-1 coffees, they're nasty. But I know you can get the proper coffee presses, so I might look at that. I think they're a bit expensive for the jet boil though. So yeah, it's an option, but it's a rank. It's like drinking water out of a puddle. Can't wait to eat that, I'm starving. Phenomena. Do do do. Phenomena. Phenomena. Bup bup ba bup. Right. I did bring 4 beers up, but it's way too cold to be drinking beer. So, where are they? Hobgoblin as well. I don't know. I might have one later after my dinner. See how it goes. I don't want my body temperature to drop too low tonight. Ow. This track's not too good. I'm just waiting for the cramp to kick in, because I haven't been out for a while. Yeah, I could be in a bit of agony tonight with the cramp. So while my dehydrated food is rehydrating in the pot, I can do it without tipping it over. Give that a few minutes in there, and that's some nice lovely scran. So I've purchased a PLB, personal locator beacon. Yeah, because I thought I'm out in the hills by myself, and if something goes wrong, I can just, you know, if something goes severely wrong, I can just crack this open and the antenna shoots up inside and submits a signal to is it Air Sea Rescue? I can't remember exactly. I've had it a few months, but yeah. So it's just a bit of safety, but to be honest, if I fell down and knocked unconscious, then it's not going to be much use, is it? But yeah, thankfully I haven't had to use it yet, and ideally I don't want to use it. But it's just a level of safety, you know. So yeah. Right, I'm going to have some dinner. Seeing it, it's getting dark now, and it's official. The cramp has started kicking in, and it hurts. Before I go to bed, I just wanted to say that because I've just watched the videos back on the GoPro, and in every single one I'm coughing my guts up, and I just wanted to emphasise the fact that I don't smoke. I used to, but packed in about 8 years ago. I haven't touched one since. It was the hardest thing I did, to be fair, packing up smoking. So yeah, don't start it, whatever you do. So I just wanted to there we go. Yeah, so apologise for the coughing. Right, see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's 7:45 in the morning. Not a bad night. Before I went to sleep last night, I checked my weather app, and it forecast snow, didn't it? And it did snow about 10-11 o'clock, but now it's raining, and the rain's just melting the snow, thankfully. So I'll show you outside. Everything's soaking wet in here. Quite an overcast day. Last night I had that vent open, and I've learnt from the past that when it's windy and raining, the wind blows the rain in and fills your boots full of rainwater. So I was just conscious of that, but I had this door shut as well, and the temperature with this closed increases slightly, so that was nice. But on the flip side to that, this was just dripping wet, and sleeping bag's wet, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I don't know, I mean, I'm still not happy about this Rab sleeping bag. It says -18. Nowhere near -18 will it go down to. It was alright, but I could have been warmer last night. But it is what it is. Down sleeping bag. I think it's water resistant, the filling. So even though it gets wet, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't wreck the the filling. So we'll get a cup of puddle water on the go and some breakfast, and we'll think about packing up. I'm not going to go to the summit of Aran because I'm not going to see much, and I've been up there before, and we'll just make our way down back to the car. See you in a bit. A top tip for you, which works for me because it was quite cold last night, and when I got my kit off into my bedclothes, my trousers were quite wet, so I take all my kit off and store it at the bottom of the sleeping bag, and then at night it dries it, and then when you wake up you got nice dry warm, because your body heat's kept it warm at the bottom of your sleeping bag, kit to put on in the morning. Because it's not nice when you wake up and it's cold and you've got to put cold clothes on. But also on top of that, I kept all my gadgets in there as well to preserve the battery life. And the GoPro goes in the zip there with my phone. So I'll finish off getting dressed and put some breakfast on. It's a bit fresh this morning, but you can see the track in my tent. The track goes on up, but low cloud cover, which is usually the score in the mornings in the mountains, so it clears up. Just low cloud, but we'll get that mess sorted out, and we'll get moving on up. That's it, all packed up, ready to go, warmed up now. I'm sure it'll be even more warmer when I get up the top, but as always, leave no trace. Let's go. That's a hard slog first thing in the morning, but we're getting there. Before we go into the summit of Aran, let's go straight up there. I'm going over there. Not that you can see much, but I'll come from down there. I'm glad there's not a lot of snow. Warmed up now. When the cloud clears, it's blue sky. Should have brought my sledge. Believe it or not, it's harder going down than what it is going up, especially when it's covered in snow. But to be honest, the snow gives you a bit of leverage, unless it's just thinly sat on top of a rock. Slowly getting there. Just about looking through the cloud there to the base of Aran, just make out the lake. But once we drop down out of the cloud, it's going to be beautiful. Quite still up here. It's nice. when that wind blows, it's freezing. Hence hat and gloves and fleece off and on like a yo-yo. Yeah, it's good, enjoying it. Hopefully you can hear me, but look at that, amazing. So I can make out the road that I went up yesterday, zigzagging up the mountain. Yeah, and walked all the way around there. It just looks fantastic with all the low cloud. And I've got it all to myself. Amazing. It's also a bonus that the snow hasn't covered up the path on the way down, because it's only, what, 6 inches, a foot wide in places. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, you can just make it out a bit better from down here. The way we went up. I think in the distance there you can actually see the summit of Glasgwm. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I didn't even read it up properly. It's a bit slippy walking down. The valley. So as we drop down, open access ends and we're back into farming land. But it was a bit of a cheeky walk down because it's just so slippy. So yeah. Trousers are soaked. I don't think gaiters would have worked, but happy days. Coming towards the end now. I don't know if you can make out the car. It's just over there where the little tractor's moving. So just drop down through the stream and then back to the car. Lovely blue skies. Can't believe I walked up that. That looks a flipping beast from down here. But yeah, shoulders are aching a bit now, but to be fair, it's been 12 months since I've carried weight, so that's not too bad, to be fair. Right, to the car. It's a bit cheeky coming down there on them rocks and low trees. Knew that. Just waterlogged everywhere. I enjoyed that, a few days out. Bit of a blowout from all the essays I've been doing. So I've been putting quite a lot of hours into writing essays and coming to the end now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, should qualify in April as a counsellor. So getting out and not thinking about work was quite nice. So I'm going to end it there because the car's just up here. Yeah, maybe I should have planned it a bit better with the weather, with the snow, because if it snowed any deeper I would have been shafted big time. But you live and learn. if it come to it, I probably would have stayed up there another day, but coming down that track down there was quite slippery and steep. But yeah, so we've basically been up there all the way around and back down to here. The car's just over there. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll get out more often. Right, hopefully see you soon. Take care and God bless.